That's a very cool beat. Very different from the Purdy shuffle. It retains some elements, but it's a hand-to-hand thing between the hands. We'll get to that when we talk about the actual worksheet. But that groove sounds very different. So I like to teach that one too, because I think it's different enough, and if you're going to learn the groove, you might as well learn the whole song, right? Right? So, Fool in the Rain beat worksheets on the next page after the transcription. This one is just pieces the groove together. And I want to talk about a couple things that make this groove work. Anyone that plays this shuffle, when Rocky was playing it earlier, he was doing the same thing. The basic thing that's going on, this is groove A, Fool in the Rain beat worksheet groove A. It's in 12/8, so the pulse has 3 parts to it instead of 2. This is the basic thing that's happening. The second measure, you can see that I've written some accents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, if you just isolate the right hand and slow it down, you can see that each note prepares you for the next one. And there's a certain pistoning action that happens with the right hand. Down, up, down, up, down. Not only does it make the groove a lot easier to play than if you were trying to play it like this. Okay, kind of clumsy. It also sounds kind of machine-like, doesn't it? This just feels better. Down, up, down, up, down. Can everyone see what I'm doing with my right hand? Down, up, down, up, down. So that's the second measure in the beat worksheet. Now I'm just going to start cycling through each measure. Each measure is a separate exercise. Okay, so here's the third one. The groove. Now that did take me a while to learn, but if you stick with it, it will happen. I promise. The next page is groove B, the one with the bell of the ride thing, and you'll notice that the basic thing that's happened with the hands is very different. Before we were going right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, and now we're just going right, left, right, left, right, left. Anyone can do that. Doesn't get much easier than that, right? But the trick is you got to put your left foot under it, and the left foot's going to play every third note, so that makes it a little tricky. It sounds like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and once you master both grooves, you can practice getting back and forth between the two, and that'll require maybe some transcription on your part. You can use the last page for that. bit? Okay. Well, I'll talk about one more thing. I knew I was going to run out of stuff, and that was actually intentional. I've got 3 or 4 pages at the end that I thought we probably wouldn't get to. If anyone has any questions about that stuff or wants to talk with me about it afterwards, please come up and feel free to ask me questions. The last 3 transcriptions are nobody's fault but mine. I think it's really remarkable because of the counterpoint between what the vocals and the guitars play versus what the drums and the bass do. And I've transcribed both the vocal and guitar line so you can see how it fits on top of the drum part. I think that's pretty interesting.